Hey guys, J-Man37X bringing you episode 55 of Epic Battle Fantasy 5. Last time, we made a little bit more progress in Forgotten Realms, but I think most of the time actually we spent down in the Rainbow River on this little tangent I ended up getting us on. Got a new skill, got a new weapon, I think, from the little area down here that we explored. And yeah, this time we're just going to continue kind of clearing out a few of the encounters here. First, we're going to get this chest up here. I actually almost forgot about this. Sacred Rune, that's pretty nice. Pretty rare. It's like in like the single-digit percentages. This is where you get the final copper key to Anna's house. I think we have all of them now. Is there 4? I don't remember. There may be one other one I haven't gotten yet. I'll check that later. I know that this one I got probably at least 20 or 30 hours into the game later than all the rest of the keys. It might have been more than that, to be honest. Yeah, if you do the Forgotten Temple as late in the game as I did, you get this key so far, like, separated from when you got the rest of them. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into this first fight here. Okay, so we still got the stormy weather. This could be frozen, so I don't think I'm not going to go all in on doing damage, because I would like to leave myself open, because I'm not going to be able to kill one of these things on this one turn anyway. So instead, I think we're going to go for maybe a bit of a lower hanging fruit. Nice. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Okay. So we got 50% chance. 35 times 1.5 times 1.5 times point. So it's basically 35 times 1.5. It's not very good odds, but it's better than 50%, so it's very likely this will freeze at least one of them. Alright. It was... Statistically, it was pretty likely that one of them would have frozen at least. But that's fine. It's not really a big deal. Okay, she actually gets 2 turns here, which we're not going to do yet, of course, because otherwise we'd just be wasting freeze, because these guys would just unthought. Oh, wow. Okay. I actually probably could have killed one of these guys in one turn. Okay. That I was not expecting. Alright, let's see. That should... Oh, wow. Wow, no legs is really doing a lot of damage. I kind of forgot just how much damage he actually does. Okay, so at this point we could just do 2 single targets and they'll just both be frozen, so we might as well do that instead of doing something stupid like I was about to. Okay. Really quick, I would like to mention that I have not read most of the comments on the recent couple videos as of recording this. So there might be some things you guys have mentioned in the comments that I still haven't referenced or made a note of. Right now I just kind of want to get the videos ready to go. I've been pretty behind on comment. I've just been so incredibly busy lately. I'm doing overtime at work just to try and get a little bit of extra funding. So I've had even less time than I usually do for this kind of stuff. I will definitely read them eventually. It tends to take me a couple of days at least to be able to read all the comments these days. I do appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving though. Okay, so that chest was pretty unremarkable. And we can already immediately tell that this is a setup wave. So let's kill like a couple of these guys. Yep, that's fine. Let's kill one more. Let's just kill this one. We'll leave it down to 1 at full HP so that he doesn't try anything funny. And, okay. Thunderstorm, lightning strike. Okay, I think that's a new weather actually. So it's not the one that stuns you randomly. This one just can randomly throw out lightning attacks. Yeah, like that. I think it's exclusively the ones that Nat learns. It can potentially throw out, so not really too bad. Oops. Let's do that. Yeah, so I pretty much prefer anything to stormy weather, for the most part at least. Stormy weather for me is very annoying. I think most people would agree with that. I think that is the one thing I did see, is that it was confirmed, someone confirmed it to be 25% chance to dispel. I believe I read that very briefly in one of the comments. So yeah, 25%. I knew it was 25 or 33%, but I couldn't remember exactly which one. It's 25. Okay, beyond that, let's just get a few more people buffed up. Actually, why don't you buff yourself? Okay. And That could kill him, actually. Let's bless you. Bless you, jeez. Alright. We should be able to kill this guy pretty easily here. That being said, I'm going to play it a little bit safe. Let's see, who's our lowest damage out of the 3? 44. Yeah, okay, it's Lance. Lance has stronger attacks, though. Oh, maybe not yet. Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. We'll just let Lance finish him off, though. And then we'll be able to really put the hurting on this guy as soon as we come in. Double Earth Dragon, okay. Thought as much. Ice and water. Okay. Let's... I might not want to attack with both, actually. I might have Anna try and... I think we can get a guaranteed freeze on these guys now with that new bow that she's got. Certainly with bad luck we'd be able to. Actually... no, the multi-target's too risky. Let's just do this. That was definitely guaranteed to work. Attack down, but it didn't hit the only one that the attack down would have mattered on. Perfect. I did. Oh. That's my bad. I completely didn't notice that they did that. Okay. I can't really take advantage of this turn. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah. Oh, she has good luck also. I actually might go for the multi-target. Her odds are pretty solid right now to actually get... Okay, this guy is gonna get frozen, I think, no matter what, as long as he gets hit. Yeah. That's a little rough. Alright. Well, now we're actually getting to see a few of their attacks, which I guess is fine. Because I think the last fight, I think he got a chance to do, like, none of his attacks. So yeah, he has a poison spray, which obviously can poison you. He has a fire spray. Oh, it does say that he uses fire attacks. Okay. I thought that was like a little surprise attack. Yeah, but in reality, these guys are not that bad. Just switch you out for now. I'm probably going to want Anna to inflict status again. But we'll see. You know what? Matt can probably kill him off. Probably. Okay. That'll be a good one for the trope. Well, yeah, no kidding. Wow, we're still in the Easter season. Jeez, okay. It's fine, he's got auto revive. Yeah, I was not expecting this to last this long. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and switch out. Now that there's just one, we can lock this guy down permanently. So there's absolutely no risk left in this fight. Actually, that being said... Oh, he could still die from the between turn effects, though. That would be kind of stupid. Ah, whatever. It's an optional area. Who cares? It's fine. Alright. Yeah, this guy will never get a chance to attack again. Oh, was he poisoned? Ah, whatever. That's fine. Like I said, I'm not horribly concerned. You can get 2 turns. You're really the only one who can take advantage of either of those elements. Let's do this one. The water attack we just got hasn't been upgraded yet. I'm meaning to do a bit more upgrading, but I should have done a stronger attack. Oh yeah, I definitely killed match him. That's fine. He's surrendering. We'll just let him come with us. The box goes off screen. Never really noticed that. Yeah, we poison attack. Okay. Bio attack. Sorry. Still make that mistake sometimes. Alright, so that was pretty good. 3 hamburgers are pretty expensive. A couple steroid items. Collected a few. Like I said, I think I'm still going to avoid using them until right before bosses. So, that's the plan for that at least. Okay, so anywho, now we have nowhere left to go but inside the Forgotten Temple. Just like the jungles reclaim. I love the look of this place. These pedestals should have shiny things on them. Lance seems to know a little bit more than he's letting on. We have a key? Oh, we have 2 diamond keys already. Okay. So there's like 4 things to talk about in this room. This is a teleporter. We haven't found one yet. You see it's not active right now. Presumably we need to put things on all these pedestals. You see what these pedestals are used for. It's for the 3 sacred stones. But we don't have the green one, so we're gonna have to come back here a bit later. This is the only thing that we can't do right now. And I'm pretty okay with that. So we'll just have to remember once we get the leaf, whatever it's called, Emerald of something, Hope. I'm not sure. I can't remember. We'll have to come back here. Next, you'll see this pattern here. We just discovered the place to use those, so we'll be taking advantage of that very shortly. But I think first, we're going to go ahead and check out the couple of chests in this room. Let me go ahead and make a save. So we have 2 keys. That's probably about what you'd have by this point, if you came here when I did, at least. So let's go ahead and, let me go ahead and show you guys what's in the chest. So top left, we have the Spine Snapper. Another dark weapon for Lance, which is pretty nice. HP down, but evade up. Gives you a weakness to Holy, but it gives you a chance to inflict instant death. You can see it's only 10%, and you could expect it to go up, I think, 5-ish% per level. Let's see. Yeah, 5%. So it's not super great chances. It gives him a couple nice resistances, but again, weakness to Holy. You see it upgrades his offensive stats and evasion mostly. Increases the effective debuffs used, which is pretty good actually, because Lance is typically the one that people throw all the debuff skills on. So that's actually pretty good. Randomly cast Beheaded Fallen. Obviously I'm just upgrading this a bunch to show you guys what it does. Beheaded Fallen, I think we've got that one. Crucified Fallen. Oh yeah, it's this guy. So it can randomly cast this. Huge dark attack, giving Brave to all allies. It's a pretty strong effect to get randomly. So that's a pretty good one. And you see what its stats would be at max level. You see its max level effect. Increased chance of inflicting status effects, which obviously combos pretty well with its ability. So that would naturally put this up to... So it would be 30 at max level plus 1.5, so that'd be 45% chance. Which is not too bad, actually, if they don't resist it. That's almost 50% chance on just any of his regular attacks, so it's not too bad. And you can also get additional gear on him, like... Oh, it already does it. Never mind, sorry. It's like the hat, and that might actually be it. But, so he could actually be a pretty reliable way to inflict... There's not that many ways to inflict instant death by itself. Most of the time, you have to do a setup like I think I did earlier, where you inflict Doom... oh, it's with the Flare. You inflict Doom after they have bad luck on them, and then that gives them the instant death. But this weapon just does the instant death, so that's why its percentages are a lot lower. But it's pretty good, actually. It's a pretty nice weapon for him. And the downsides are not that bad. Okay, so for the lower left chest, you get the Soul Eater. I feel like this is references to multiple things all at once. But you can look at this and immediately tell what its gimmick is. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Huge defense decrease. Pretty rough on the resistances as well. It inflicts Curse, which is not really that useful for this weapon, because obviously if you're going to use this weapon, the only thing you care about is damage. Oh, but it also gives you Cursed, so as if this defense down wasn't bad enough. So yeah, it's 100% offense. The problem is that it's a dark weapon, so he doesn't actually have anything to naturally take advantage of this. Max level drains HP. I mean, with this huge defense downs, doesn't really seem that useful to me, the draining HP aspect. But you see it gets up to plus 180 offense, which, I mean, granted, the Masamune kind of laughs at that, really. But obviously, the downsides are a bit less bad, I guess, with the Soul Eater. And Matt is just naturally more physical attack oriented. But he doesn't have dark attacks, which is really the problem. If he had, like, a holy weapon that did this, or an earth weapon, this would be absurd. But he doesn't. It's dark. So really the only thing that I mean, obviously all of his attacks are going to do a lot of damage. But there's nothing that's going to be able to get that extra edge on it unless you give him... Not even... do we even have... I think we have Screamer, don't we? I just don't want to spoil it. Yeah, okay. But that's a magic attack. So it just doesn't work that well. That being said, people do still use it just because it is a huge attack increase for him. So it's not useless by any means. But it could have been a lot better. Okay, so top right, we have the Necromancer's Helmet. Gives the player Cursed. You're noticing a trend with all these. Also, they all have very large downsides. Okay, sorry. Let's just go to the Forge. It's a lot easier to show it. So you notice Fire and Holy for this one. But it gives... This is just pure stats. I don't think it does any... Yeah, this does literally nothing. It just gives you pure stats. Plus 30 to all your basic stats is really good. If you're not fighting anything that has these attacks, even if you are, debatably, this is really good. This is a pretty solid helmet, actually. Now that I'm like... Oh, it gives you Curse, though. Okay. So there's the... I was about to say, just this isn't that bad. It gives you Curse, so that's just something you kind of have to manage. But... I mean, 30 defense on each of your defensive stats is really good. You know, you can get that with this, but without the attack increase, with some other benefits. So it's, you know, if you're looking for just raw stats, this is you're not going to find any better hats than this. And then lower right, I believe we have, yes, the Obsidian Staff. This is probably the least polarizing ish of the bunch of the 4 items. You see, it's a Dark Staff for a Nat. I don't think... Oh, no, yeah, we already have the Dark Tooth. So by this point in the game, you'll already have a Dark Staff. But this one's really good. You see, the Dark Tooth is a little bit better just for general usage, I would say. You get a couple free Dark attacks. The stat spread's good, but not too devastating to you. Excuse me. This one gives you massive defense decreases. But it gives you fire. What does this give? Dark and Curse. This one gives you fire and Siphon. Siphon obviously is really good resist. You can see already that this is going to be a lot higher on the damage. Mainly Invis, which is really valuable if you're trying to do high damage setups. Basically, if you have this and you do a regular attack, it is a guaranteed Invis. So you will always inflict invisibility on an enemy you do your basic attack with. I'm not sure I really mentioned that, but her basic attacks have, I think, 100% chance of the May Unleash abilities on her weapons. She will get those 100% with her regular attack. So basically, you can use Invis. You can put Invis on an enemy, Encore, and then have her attack, and it's going to double her whatever attack she throws out with whatever magic attack. You see, it gets up to, what's that, 110 magic attack. This is the highest damage you can get on a staff with her, I'm pretty positive. Inflicts Dry, also, which is not that easy to do, and she doesn't benefit from it that much, but other players can, obviously, mostly Lance and Matt. So this is probably your best choice. In my opinion, the staff is the best choice of the 4. Beyond that, they're all just kind of, the Spine Snapper is kind of cool. It's a bit gimmicky, but it could work. Then the hat. Then I personally value the Soul Eater the lowest. That's just me. It's just because he doesn't have any dark attacks. But anyway, so now that we also have this pattern here, so let's go ahead and do that. That took a while actually, but I really want to try and give you guys the most the most detail as I can for you guys who might be playing along to try and make informed decisions. I'll be mad, but I followed you up here. Maybe you're braver than you think. On his face as he says that. The Ultra of the West seems to have some sort of input device for hidden codes. Thanks. Also, the thing is, none of the gear in there I think is super impactful for this point in the game, because the two like dark weapons that are useful for being dark, both players already have a dark weapon. So, you know, if you haven't even found any of the keys, you know, if you haven't been following along completely, you're not really missing out on that much. So anyway, we put in this pattern, and you see chest drops up there, actually. You may have expecting it to drop over here, but, whoops. I was trying to stick my flowers back. So up here, we actually have an optional key item, the Winged Boots. I'm sure you were expecting to see these, considering all the clouds that have been around this whole area. But, I think this is one of the only ones in the game. Yeah, the Winged Boots allow you to walk on the clouds. So that opens up most of... So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections around here that we can use the Cloud Boots for. Let's go ahead and... This one's just an item, so we'll go ahead and pick this one up. I think this puzzle is just do this, and then we can just walk up here. Yeah, okay. The rest of these clouds are completely unnecessary. So we get another golden ticket. A couple... We got a stat item and an okay item. How are we doing on some of these key items anyway? 5 tickets. Doing pretty good on bottles. Okay. Just curious here. Doing pretty well on keys. Obviously, like I've said before, I am stockpiling the keys. I'm going to wait until we have every single key of a particular type, and then I'm going to use them. To account for any of you guys who might have made different decisions, I'm going to make sure that I do only strategies that do not involve those particular items. Let's see. One wave. Yeah, we could do this one. It's against the new enemy as well, so let's go for it. So this is the Sky Dragon, I think? Yes. It's kind of funny looking. It doesn't really look much like a dragon. It's an interesting combination, I would say. Powerful wind. attacks can use thunder and ice if wind is not a factor. So basically, it kind of will target weaknesses. So, well, kind of. It's mostly just if you resist wind based on the wording. But you saw, it could be frozen, it could be stunned. If there's just one of them, you could just lock it down completely. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm sure by now you've already noticed how incredibly strong Anna is in this game, just because of how easily she can inflict completely crippling status effects. I'm surprised you've already seen these guys. Let's just take them out. At least one of them. Perfect. And then we can literally just keep this guy stunned forever now. Okay, electric's actually better. Plus, not to mention, stun is just a better status effect because it can't be removed for any reason. Okay. Could have done a defense down, but really, it doesn't really matter. This could even stagger. This could have even been. Yep, this is even less efficient than I thought it was gonna be. You know what? We're gonna let this stupid thing attack a couple of times at least. Let's just throw out an attack and let's just actually show what this poor thing can do. You see, it's actually pretty strong. That also is one of my favorite attacks in the game. I know it's pretty much just Razor Leaf, just with like the feathers instead, but it looks so cool. I love that attack. Pretty sure it's wind also. We don't have much wind resist, as you may have noticed, so I really honestly do just want to show off what this guy can do, just a little bit before we kill him. So we're gonna continue to do that. I'm gonna keep hitting him, obviously, but you know, I'm not gonna lock him down completely. Okay, so there's every dragon has some sort of status move. That's the one that he does. Basically, it just makes it almost guaranteed for him to hit you at any given time. So we could just fix that with a we'll just do a reflex here to completely counteract that. We could even fly bottom to make him not hit us at all, but that's I don't really want to do. You do too much damage, no legs. I don't want to risk killing him. I want to show off at least one or two of his other attacks. Oh, he might surrender pretty soon. Well, we do need to catch him though. Okay. Okay, there's that. Another, you know, pretty standard attack that you might expect him to have. I'm stunned. Okay, we're just gonna go for the capture, I think, here. Can he be stunned and frozen? You know, I've never tried that. Hold on. This poor sucker. Alright. So I think between these two, if we siphon, I think he can be siphoned. Yeah. 250, yeah, that's definitely guaranteed. That's 3 really high capture status effects. That should be good enough here. Alright, so you saw a few of his attacks. Oh yeah, that was way over capture. You saw a few of his attacks. It's a pretty unique enemy. I love the feather attack. Like I said, that's one of my favorite attacks, like, visually in the game. Okay, so debuffs and attack of foes, sorry, debuffs the defensive foes, and then attacks with the hurricane. So it actually does the feather attack, which is pretty cool. Yeah, physical wind attack, 100 power, AoE, and it's after the enemy's been debuffed. So that attack is pretty strong. That's another pretty strong one. Okay, I think that is gonna do. Oh, right, the chest. Okay, it's pretty good. That's really good. Those are all really commonly used crafting materials. So that was a really good one. Okay. That is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my twitch.tv channel, where tonight, I believe I'll be streaming some Risk of Rain 2 with Sacred Survival and maybe some of my other friends. Probably Keith might be joining us. We'll see who all decides to come out. Really happy that game's out, and Risk of Rain 2 is an absolute blast. I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's $20 right now on Steam. Fantastic game, especially if you like the first one. It's fantastic. So yeah, also check the Discord if you want to keep in touch, keep up to date on live stream schedule changes, or just talk about games or whatever. But yeah, next time we're going to finish up the Forgotten Ruins and then probably fill out the rest of the time by going back to the Grand Gallery, because our next major task is the next premium dungeon, and I definitely don't want to start that until we're ready it's like the very beginning of the stream. Oh my god, sorry. I want to give it the full attention. So we're going to fill out the rest of the time with more Grand Gallery stuff. I think we're going to go one of the doors up here, I think, is our next destination. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.